Hello, this is Emma of Emma Live Yoga and welcome to day 13 of our 30-day yoga challenge. The challenge being to get on the mat, stretch, breathe and feel a little bit better. So we're going to have a nice and easy session today of more yin restorative practice. So you'll need a bolster, that's what I'm sitting on here. Possibly a brick or two, so whatever you've got to hand. So we'll start from this position in Sukhasana, easy cross-legged position, or Siddhasana if you want to line up the heels. If this bothers your knees, then just stretch your legs out, stay happy. So as you arrive, you may wish to sit on something just to elevate the pelvis. We'll take a few moments to feel grounded, so feeling for the sitting bones. And then take a deep inhale. And exhale, relax the shoulders. And doing this again, inhale to lift and lengthen. And exhale, feel a gentle squeeze of Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor. And bring the hands into Anjali Mudra. So set the space with the sacred vibration of Om. Feel free to join in. Take a breath in. So keeping the eyes closed, just releasing Anjali Mudra, just resting the hands down. And then just beginning to tap into an inner awareness. An awareness of sensations, of how the body is feeling in this moment. And awareness of the pranic field of the breath flowing up and down the spine. And awareness of the quality of thoughts and emotions. And as you connect with this steady rhythm of the heart, feeling a sense of dropping in and down to a quieter and more harmonious place, which we can tap into whenever we practice. So then take a deeper breath on the next inhale. And on the exhale, gently blink the eyes open. Okay, so we're going to start off nice and easy in a supported child pose. So you have your bolster, and just bringing that in front of you. And just take the knees either side. On the exhale, you can just gently sit back onto the heels, and initially just rest the forearms on the bolster, relaxing the shoulders. And just take a deep breath here to relax the shoulders, just allowing the gaze to rest on the thumbs. So then from here, you can just begin to lower yourself down, maybe walk your bolster in. So you can rest one ear down or possibly the forehead, whichever feels most restful for you in this position. And feel that you have a nice deep bend of the elbows so the shoulders can relax. You can just drape the arms down. And connect with the breath in the heart space, this place of anahata. This endless well of love and compassion. And as you feel the heart swell with the breath, you can feel the shoulder blades surrender and melt on the exhale. And feel the subtle sinking of the sitting bones towards the heels. And cultivating this awareness of peace in this moment with each breath, choosing peace and restfulness. As we begin to follow not the dictates of the mind, but the intuition of the heart. And allowing the body to receive the support beneath. Your head is resting to one side. This is the halfway point. So on the inhale, you may gently lift the head. Exhale and transition to laying on the opposite side. Softening once again. And as you rest, feeling the subtlety of sensations, such as the flare and settling of the rib cage with each breath. Maybe an awareness of the pads of each finger, the warmth as the blood flows there. A sense of ungripping. Maybe you can ungrip around the backs of the knees and the thighs. And feeling the nervous system beginning to enter its rest and digest mode. Knowing how soothing and healing this is for all systems of the body and the mind. Just put a few more breaths here. And then from here on the inhale, you can gently walk the hands in underneath the shoulders. And on the exhale, gently press and just lift to that halfway point so you can rest the forearms on your bolster. And just take that moment there, giving the body and the nervous system that all is still well. There is no need to rush. And from here, you can press the hands into the bolster and just gently hinge forward, maybe cross at the ankles. Let's begin to sit back so that you can allow the legs to emerge either side of the bolster. You need to just sit down however is best for you. It's also fine. Got your bricks or blocks, you might just bring them closer to hand. So taking the legs about as wide as the mat. If you wish to go wider, more towards Upavishta Konasana legs, and feel free. I might introduce some extra support here onto your bolsters. I'm using 2 bricks. And again, on the inhale, just drape yourself forwards. There's no effort, just a sense of leaning forward. Avoiding the temptation to rush and just feeling what you can feel in the back of the body, the back of the legs, as the breath moves freely. And once you've found that state of calm in mind and breath, you might just begin to walk yourself further forward or even remove some of the support that you're using. Come back onto the forearms and just begin to round down now. If you feel you wish to support the head, you might introduce a brick on either setting, depending on where you are, underneath the forehead. Then just gently open the palms of the hands in this gesture of being receptive to all that occurs and staying open amidst all the challenges of life. And feeling that it's okay to soften, and it's okay to feel stiff and that the body is unyielding. And that we can hold these states with an equanimity of mind that remains undisturbed by the changing states of our minds, our bodies and our lives. But staying as you are, if you feel you get the message to go deeper, you may go a bit deeper. And just feel a lifting forward before you surrender down. And again, you can rest one ear down or the forehead down.
And feel in the compression of the belly by the bolster. Feel how that allows the back muscles to open. And any residual tensions around the upper back and neck can slowly release. And just want a few more breaths. And then on the inhale, just slide the arms in. On the exhale, slowly begin to lift back up, again coming to the halfway point. And just taking a moment there to recalibrate blood pressure. And then on the inhale, just slowly begin to walk yourself back up and exhale as you arrive. So then just pop in the bolster to one side, and taking hold of the hinge of the backs of the knees. You can bring the legs together, just allow the back to round. Release chin to chest or forehead to knees. As you soften around the shoulders, just connect with that heightened awareness of the breath moving and the body feeling. And inhale as you gently lift the head and exhale. So then from here, coming into a hip release or Mukasana. So you bring the left heel in towards the right sitting bone and then step the right leg over. This might be as far as you go in this posture. If this bothers your knee, then know you can always stretch this left leg out as an alternative, possibly support the back of the knee with a brick. You may come to this phase, this is option 2, or you might lift, bringing the fingertips down, see if you can stack the knees. And on the exhale, you might sit straight back on the floor or possibly on a brick or block, and then come towards the upright. As you arrive, just find the breath. I know the belly might tighten as you feel the intensity of the hip release. Now if you can't feel too much going on, you can always take hold of the feet or even draw these feet further away from each other. That's the extension. Allow the gaze to rest forward in the eyebrow space of Ajna Chakra. Shoulders are still releasing away from the ears as the crown of the head lifts. So now you can stay here if this feels pretty intense. Again, just cultivate the breath. Just embrace that comfortable discomfort. You shouldn't ever have any pain, so adjust your position if that's the case. If you wish to take this deeper on the inhale, you can just take the fingertips forward, lift the chest. Exhale, and just begin to coax the body more towards a forward bend. You may even bring your other brick underneath your forearms for this, and just gently bring the palms of the hands together. Breathing and feeling. So just allowing your body to guide you in its deep wisdom to where you need to be. If you feel you get the message to go a bit deeper, you can walk the elbows further forward. You might bring the hands into a prayer position, or you may release the forearms all the way down and just let go of the head. So wherever you are, allow that to be enough, and just settle into the stretch. Seeing if you can let go gradually of any gripping sensations you can feel through the hips and the lower body, saying, body, it's okay. We're just here breathing and feeling. You can acknowledge those sensations without running away and allowing the deep release to occur. We just have a few more breaths here. Never sacrifice the breath for a posture. So if you feel your breath is becoming troubled, you always come out of the stretch. And so the posture can then breathe more. One more breath. So then on the inhale, just begin to walk this gradually back up. Exhale, and again, just gently cup the knee as you sit tall. Feel those sensations. From here, we'll just gently change position. So you can just stretch out the right leg. and the left. Come off your support to do this. Let's take a moment there. Maybe give the ankles a little jiggle, the knees a little jiggle. And then we'll change sides. So Gomukhasana legs to the left side. Bring the right heel in towards the left sitting bone. And again, you can just step this left leg over and just see how that feels initially. This may also be quite a challenging hip opener, so you can stay there. Again, you can stretch the right leg out if this bothers your knees, so you never want to trouble our knees. See where you need to be. You want to take it to full Gomukhasana legs, and you lift up, squeeze the pelvic floor. See if you can stack the knees, knowing that they might not stack, and that's okay. And on the exhale, again, you might wish to sit back on some support or straight to the floor. So I know my left hip can be pretty tight, so I always like to use some support there. So accept your body wherever it is. So it's all okay. Find the breath. As you relax the shoulders, again establish a gentle drishti in the eyebrow space. Knowing that this yoga journey is all about a journey towards self-acceptance. Sometimes we can experience feelings of unworthiness, or we can't do yoga, or maybe we should be able to do this, we should be able to do that, when really we're fine as we are. And we're trying to let go of dukkha, suffering, mental suffering. And we can use the body to do this. So now that we can stay here, if you feel an almighty stretch going on, it would be unwise to move on. You want to introduce a forward bend. Again, just walk the hands forward, nice and easy. On the inhale, you lift the heart space forward, leading with the heart. Exhale, and just see how that feels. So again, you could stay here. Get the message to go deeper. You can continue, maybe drawing the forearms down to some support. Or again, all the way to the floor. Keep expanding the breath into the whole system. You can also let go of the head. Just letting go of the weight of the head is quite a calming thing to do. Now you might wish to take it all the way down. Feel free. Another nice option is to support the head underneath the brick. So you don't have to worry about the weight of the head. So choosing the best option for you in this moment on this side of the body, wherever that might be. Breathe in deeply. Shoulders are softening. All is well. A few more breaths. Then on the inhale, begin to walk the hands slowly back up. And exhale as you arrive there. Just pausing there. You may have been here all the time, that's fine. Just taking a few moments. And then we begin to release the legs carefully. So again, there's no rush, no need to rush out of these things. Begin in a deep hip stretch. Be practicing ahimsa, kindness to your body, respect. Stretching out the legs. You can rest the hands back this time. Again, just jiggle out the ankles and the knees. So from here, just scooching forward. And taking hold of the bolster once again. And just bringing it to the base of the spine. And just planting the feet on the floor, maybe about hip distance apart. Again, you might need your bricks to hand for this one. So going into a gentle back bend. So on the inhale, lift the chest initially. And on the exhale, you can bring the hands to the bolster. So you can just gently guide the back down onto the bolster. If this feels like too much of a distance to travel, then just pause with the elbows on the floor. Make sure also that your lower back and sitting bones are grounded. Just take a breath there. You can feel a little bit vulnerable sometimes as we head back into the unknown. So an option here is to bring a brick underneath the back of the head so you don't have so far to travel. And from there you can open the palms of the hands. And just feel the heart space open as the shoulders fall away from the main line of the body. And take a breath there, and that will tell you if everything is in the right place. And if it's not, you can always shift position. It might be you now feel a bit too high, and you can adjust your brick to a lower setting. Expanding into the heart space, allowing the back to gradually open. It may be you prefer to slide the legs out. That's another option you can take. Coming more to Matsyasana, fish pose. As the body begins to surrender, it might be that you can then release the head all the way down. You can begin to relax into that then. But feel free to walk the feet in as you need to. And just see where you can let go and not stay too long here. All back bends are always a challenge. So just deepen the breath into the heart space and then soften and surrender. Feeling the welcome support of the bolster. We're feeling this opening in the upper back area, which sometimes becomes pretty tight. We very rarely open this area up. But this is a nice way to do this. If you want to open the fronts of the ankles, you can point the toes and just experience that opening as well. Also a rare opening. Usually we draw the toes back, so you might try pointing. Just got a few more breaths. So then from here, you'll engage the pelvic floor. Inhale, gently walk the feet back in if the legs are extended. Exhale, press the elbows into the floor beside you. You can kind of use the elbows to help lever yourself up. So on the inhale, as you press into the elbows, you can then begin to bring the palms of the hands to the floor. And just pause there a moment, resisting the urge to rush. From here, you can very easily just roll to one side. You can slide your support from underneath you. If you're using your bolster for your Shavasana, just take it lower down on your mat. And then you can arrange your bolster underneath the backs of the knees. And on the exhale, just bring yourself down. If you feel you want to ease out the back before coming to supported Shavasana, you can just walk the feet onto the bolster and then draw the knees into the belly as a counter pose to the back bend. Just have a little rock in Apanasana, easing out the lower back. If you wish to experience an inversion, you can float the feet up to Viparita Karani for a few moments. Knees can be bent or straight. A nice thing to do if you have two bricks or blocks is to bring the backs of the hands to rest on those. And this slight elevation through the wrists can feel really relaxing as well. And on the inhale, you can gather the knees back in. And on the exhale, extend the legs out, feeling the back of the knees supported. Again, really restful for the pelvis and the lower back. As we arrive here, drawing to the close of this restorative session, just allow the eyes to close and take a deep breath. Exhale out through the mouth. And then allow the breath to continue to move gently through the nostrils. So we take these few moments to rest and be absorbing the energy from the practice. If you wish to stay longer here resting, enjoy that, just pause the video. Otherwise, bring some awareness to your breath. And as you deepen the breath,
Bring some micro movements to fingers and toes. And you may begin to move the head slowly from side to side, easing out back of the neck. And the next inhale, taking a full body stretch as you reach back to the fingertips, stretch down into the toes, and exhale to let go. Then gently bending at the elbows and the knees, walking the feet back in, and drawing the knees into the belly for a gentle squeeze before rolling over to one side. And taking a moment there to rest the bones with the eyes closed. Still connected to this sensation of the body resting, the breath and the mind, settling into harmony. And pressing the hand into the floor as you stretch out the top leg, inhaling to leave yourself up to comfortable seating. So as you arrive, sit nice and tall, lengthening the spine, lifting the heart space. Bringing the hands to Anjali Mudra as we give thanks for our health and our practice. And inhale as we lift the prayer hands up. Exhaling to the sides. Inhale to look up. And exhale. Namaste. So well done for making it to day 13. I hope to see you for the rest of the days. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.